Anyway, I'm going to share my screen right now. And we're going to draw some lines from The Lion King. I'm going to have to draw digitally because our document cam is not working. But of course, you can draw with pencil and paper. And we're going to start with our favorite shape, the circle.
Betsy, is your paper vertical or horizontal there?
It doesn't really matter. My canvas is horizontal, but it really doesn't matter.
Okay, so just put it in the middle of the paper?
Yeah, this is just our practice since we started late today. We'll probably just do a head, and then we'll do the body next week.
Okay, good.
Are we doing a big cat or a little cat?
We're doing a big cat today. So we remember that with the little cats, when we drew our nose line, our line of symmetry, and our eye line going around this way, all these first steps are going to be the same for a big cat. In fact, I think I can bring up the reference on Fire Alpaca, which is one of my favorite features.
Ooh, wow, a really big cat. How cool. I want to get rid of these guys.
We'll go kind of off that one. We can see the same thing where the eyes are on the eye line and the ear is also going to come off of this ear line. So when we place the eyes, we're going to leave a nice big space in the middle for the bridge of the nose. So I'll start one eye over here. Well, we usually do the socket first, huh? Well, not today. Today we're going to start with the eye right on the eye line. On the other side is going to be skinnier, not shorter, not smaller, just skinnier. And then we've got that socket that goes like around the eye. So from the corner of the eye, going up. You can thicken in the eyebrow on the top if you like. And then we'll have a little dip below the eye line there. Same thing on the other side, just skinnier. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Everything's super light and loose. And you can have the eyes looking up in any direction, forward, upward, downward. And as we've done before, right off of this eye line, we have the inner ear mark. Before we used to do it quite an S-curve, but now that Simba's all grown up, his ears have straightened out a bit. And before we used to draw the ears quite large.
Dang it, you're even faster with the digital thing. Hold on!
Oh, small review. Okay, I'll slow down. You go ahead and do that. I'll try to reorganize my setup here so that you're not seeing my left ear.
I didn't have time to see your left ear. I'm just trying to chug a lug here.
That's right.
Not watching here. I'm looking at. Okay. Whew.
There we go.
I haven't had to say that for a while. Slow down. Slow down. You move too fast.
So his ear now is like about the size of his eye socket.
Yeah.
A little bigger.
And I think Nikki might be joining us if her computer connected. I don't know. Just a reminder, if your screen keeps changing to whoever's speaking, you can right-click on their little thumbnail, their smaller image, and in my video so that my screen stays as the big one and then everybody else's stays small no matter who's talking.
Right click with my new mouse.
With your new mouse, there you go.
Yes. Oh, it works so much better. I got a plug-in one.
Mikey. We haven't seen Mikey for 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Is that how long we've been in lockdown, Kristen? 6 weeks?
Is that how long it's been?
Just about, yeah. Yeah, this is the beginning of week 7, I think.
Wow.
I try not to keep track.
Yeah.
How come we don't put white highlights in these lions' eyeballs?
You can. This is just practice. I forgot about that part. You can plop in a little.
No, I just was noticing it from the other class too. I thought maybe there was a reason.
Nah. I just do
Oh,
it.
that was a test, Stephanie, that you have learned how
That
to
was
do
a test.
first.
Again, another one. Jeez.
You passed.
Okay.
My eyes sockets got a little too close together. I've got an advantage digitally where I can just move it instead of erasing and drawing again.
Oh, we all
Sorry.
want to take a digital class now. That's amazing.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's always nice. So then he's going to have quite the muzzle or quite the nose block. So we're going to bring
Betsy?
out.
Did you hit record button?
I don't think so, just because this class is kind of a mess with all the technical difficulties.
Yeah, IT issues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably redo this lesson, just me presenting rather than the recording of the class, just to
Okay.
make it a little cleaner.
But put that little bit with the eye socket in, because my gosh, that is going to get a lot of people wanting to take digital classes.
Yeah. So this is just the top of the nose. So it's like this section right on top here. And then I'm going to give myself some curved lines. And we're going to take this and basically copy and paste it down here so we can just get this nice big volume of his muzzle on here. And if anything's getting too complicated in here, remember every time we draw a new shape, we can erase everything on the inside. Michaela, if you're talking, we can't hear you. You might have to unmute your mic.
Can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I could finally start hearing you. I was messing around with it at first because I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird program. You gotta get used to it.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
It's been a long time.
Do I know Mickey?
Mikey,
Yeah, you see Michaela. She's got a sketchbook she's always showing off loud.
Oh, Michaela. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Michaela.
Yeah.
Hey, Michaela.
Hey, it's nice to finally see you guys.
yeah.
I know.
We can't see you.
Yeah, I don't look very nice.
Care.
I feel your pain.
Yeah,
We
I've,
don't care.
yeah,
I got a stain on my shirt. Come on.
yeah. I've been sick, and I just learned about this like a half hour before it started. So
Well, glad you made it.
I don't want you guys to see me like this.
Okay.
We're very happy you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While we were chatting, I just went ahead and took my center line and extended it down the nose bridge and down the front there so it can help me with the placement of the nose. Remember, the noses are kind of like squashed hearts. A gentle little curve on the top and then bringing it down to a point at the bottom.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. No, get out of here. No. No.
That was me last week, right, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
You can put in some nostrils if you like.
I had to close the blinds.
No problem. We do that stuff all the time.
The dog saw something.
So right now I've got pretty soft, rounded shapes, but this is Simba and he's got more angular, more masculine shapes. So we're going to start using straighter lines. as we start indicating the mouth here, straight down from the nose. Always looks like a frown at the front, but once we get to the angle, you're welcome to switch it back around and make him smile if you prefer. We'll just be using some straighter lines than we usually do.
Come on in. Oh, just a minute. I don't want my dogs loose.
All right. And he's got this great big thick chin underneath, so we're going to add a little something there too. Block off the front. Trying to use straighter lines this time.
Okay, let me finish.
A little bit more of a corner there.
You guys can watch too if you want. Oh, wow, that's good. Betsy, grandkids, Betsy, Kristen, Kayla, and Sean, is it?
Frank.
Frank.
Hello.
Hello.
So once we've got this chin in here, then we'll work a little bit more on the face shape so we don't have this basketball head. One of the first things we do is go from the center line and put a nice angle on the eyebrow ridge. And then add a little bit of a cheek coming out. Then you can erase that. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. I'll just darken up the lines that I'm going to keep.
Jonas, no soda.
Oh, no, I was trying to find the cupcake.
Freezer.
Freezer. Okay. Thanks.
Top shelf.
See him.
I can't.
You do your thing.
I will.
I'll look for it.
Top shelf.
Oh, here they are.
And then we'll start adding on the mane.
Yeah.
I think I'll get a new layer for that, maybe a new color too, so you can follow along a little easier. So where that center line was, we're going to come up and come over and flop right back down toward his eye.
Okay, see, Michaela? I got it too.
What?
Dog's barking.
Oh, I heard that.
Right on cue.
I got a squirt bottle today. Cut it out. Cut it out. Yeah, go somewhere else. Mean green.
And we'll sweep downward here, right in front of the ear.
I'll watch you.
Yeah, pull up a chair. You want paper or too far in?
Too far in.
Ooh.
Then on the other side, we're going to come up from that center line and flop over toward the other eye.
She doing some computer.
Hmm?
She doing some.
Yeah, this is called digital art that she's doing because the other didn't work. She can teach you how to do this too, free, at Jagged Imagination, Joe. You want to go?
Remember, it's just me.
Don't let the dogs out, please. Whoever that was.
That.
Oh, it's Rick. Okay. School. I'm in school.
You can add a few more pieces in the back as well. And then we can fill out the mane going around. His cheek fur just kind of melds into his mane fur, so you can finish that off with a couple of spikes there. Get rid of that one. And there's the first head.
Astounding. Mine actually
Really
looks
nice.
like
Do,
something.
do we leave that forehead there, or do we erase that part?
Is purple under here?
Uh-huh.
If it looks funny, you can bring the hairline down a little bit more, or else you can just erase it. That's kind of up to you. Artistic interpretation.
We're developing that, Betsy. I don't have it yet.
Don't have it yet. Next one we're going to do right over here in my reference window is kind of the mad open mouth one.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get a different color here to start with. Let's see if I can find a pencil tool. I don't like the... Yeah, there we go. I want to be able to control my pressure. So we're going to draw a circle. I get to cheat because I have a template here. Ha 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 ha. Yours doesn't have to be a perfect circle, of course. If it's a little rougher than mine, it's fine. And we're going to take a look at the center line, what kind of crescent moon it makes on that circle. I'm seeing about that much. Light and loose, we're going to erase these lines later. And the eye line is placed a little higher than we might normally do it. I'm looking at like this rather than smack dab in the middle. Make it a little bigger so it's easier to see on your screen. And let's go ahead and start with the eye sockets like we normally do. So I'm going to mark out kind of a wide nose bridge. We want to think about the narrow side, wide side. And he's in a mad expression, so we're going to have a little bit of that check mark eyebrow, maybe a little tail on the end. And this socket will go below the eye line. Actually, I'm going to get a new layer and do my actual lines in black. And then my plot lines in purple. How about that?
Hey, is it possible to have make this so it's the page like smaller so that way you could do digitally as well?
The program smaller, you
Yeah.
mean? I believe you can.
Go up in the top on the right hand and just hit the smaller window one.
Yeah, I think up on the top right hand corner of your Unless because I'm sharing my screen, maybe not. Let me try it on this one, because I'm viewing as Betsy Luntow too.
Yeah, I was able to do it.
You're able to do it? Okay. Maybe
I did.
escape? There you go. If you hit your escape key, you should be able to put it in a window.
Come here. This is what we need to draw next. Pet rats.
Oh, cute!
Wow.
That live at Granny's house.
Right in the corner of that socket, and the outside corner is the lines that will connect to the eyes. We'll start sketching in our eye here. And this one, in our reference picture, the eyebrow actually comes down over the eye, so depending on how angry you want to make him, you can adjust the eyebrow to come down over the eye.
I only have a few more minutes of this class, guys, and I'll be all yours. But right now, this is Granny time.
And then we've got the eye coming in the bottom corner here. Remember to keep that spacing for the nose bridge. And the other eye socket is going to be narrower, but not shorter, not smaller, just narrower. So we'll see the eyebrow, the check mark. And we might see a little bit of the socket here.
For some reason, it's sure hard to make it taller.
Portion of the eye. So it's going to be covered up by that nose bridge a bit.
Baby. Come here. Come here. Come here. No. Oh. Come here. Oh, never mind.
Leave her tail alone. Hey.
And then ears. Ears are going to start from the eye line. He's got them pulled back since he's a little irritated right now. Nice thick space where it connects into the head, and then thinner where it connects down here. And I'll switch back to purple since we're going to be plotting out the nose coming forward. As we learned with cubs, it gets a little wider at the end.
My ears look a little bit elfish.
A little bit elfish. We're going to flatten out the top a little bit more then.
Okay. Where are you going?
If they're looking a little bit like that,
Good cats. Zyrtec.
flatten it out a little bit more instead.
Thank you.
You can also round it off a little more too. That might help. So we've got the bridge of the nose, and if it helps, you can draw this little shaded section that shows the side of the nose bridge and how tall the nose is going to be.
So this nose is smaller because he's not a grown-up now, right?
Yeah, he is a
I
grunt.
think it's more of the foreshortening,
Okay.
just because he's tilted a little more toward us. His nose is getting a little shorter.
Okay. Oh, and it's going to be open too, right?
Yeah, it's going to be open also. So if it helps, you can bring this center line right across the top of the bridge of the nose. Remember, there should be a narrow side and a wide side, just like with the sides of the head. We've got our narrow side and our wide side. And we'll put in the nose like a, whoops, where's my black? Squashed heart. Rounded in the middle there.
Betsy, on your painting there, you look like you have a triangle on the right side of his nose, on your left.
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
Right over here.
Raised.
The other side.
And the other side here. Oh, this
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. Is that intentional?
That was on our reference picture there. They're showing that that's the side of the nose bridge, that it's a
Okay.
box. So if it helps, you can stick that in.
Okay.
If not, don't stick it in.
Okay.
And we've got some nostrils. You can put a little center line if you like. And we'll just work on the top portion of his mouth first. We'll have that little line that comes down. It's not that tall. It's maybe about as tall as the nose. Actually, I'm going to bring my mouth line up a little bit. Then it comes down, goes right off the circle. We'll come back around. And this is important here. We're going to show the other side of the mouth curving this way. So the whole shape is a little bit like a shark fin.
That's a good analogy. That helped.
Thank you. I try to give you guys some shape comparisons. It'll make it a little easier.
All right, try. You succeed.
It does. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah? Yes.
And we're going to draw another line right next to it at the edge of his mouth, and this is going to be the chin. So we're going to drop down, block it around, and make a little candy cane right back up to the circle. That's going to be the start of this fur right here that's hanging right from the circle here.
Did you wash your hands after playing with that rat, Abby?
I'm washing them right now.
Okay.
And for inside of the mouth, we're going to need two pointy teeth, somewhat pointy, not that all that pointy.
Yeah, they're so.
What are you eating?
And then for the tongue and the inside of the mouth here, we're going to have a line that changes its curve right at the top there. So instead of just doing a cartoony tongue that looks like a rainbow, it's going to go up and then dip a little bit at the top. Right there's that dip. We'll have one more line that distinguishes the side of his mouth from his throat. So if you were going to darken in a section, it would be that one right there. Then the shape off the head here, going from the middle line to the eyebrow, making that nice and angular. I'm going to need more canvas. Bump this up. And then the mane, we've got that center line, come up, fold over, just like grass, going up, folding over.
All the animals are like all exhausted, even because they.
And we'll come down and around the eye. We'll have another piece that comes right in front of his ear.
No going out the front door.
Your neighbor gave you something.
On the other side, we'll mostly just do the outline of the mane right there.
That's Simba. Oh, yeah. Down.
And the rest of the mane is rather flat and blocky. Back up a little bit so you can see. Where's my navigator?
My digital paper won't let me expand.
Yeah. We can finish it off that way. 456, 457, all right. We got 2 heads in there despite our technical difficulties.
And they're actually great. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great fun.
All right, next week we'll go ahead and do a full body, but we'll stop here for today.